Now, let's talk. Let's talk. You see, in Africa, we have this spirit of sentiment in us. Whenever things is not favoring us, that is the time that we come out and say gibberish without thinking. We don't think at all. We don't think, and it's very, very unfortunate. Now, CAF said that the trophy that Senegal won, that they forfeited it, hence giving Morocco that trophy. In other words, Morocco won the AFCON 2025-2026 competition. And people came out to be saying nonsense. You cannot go back to what happened. You cannot go back to what happened. Number one, you all need to understand that there is a body that is in charge of AFCON. That is CAF. Confederation African Football. You also need to understand that there are rules and regulations that guides the game of football, not just in CAF, but in FIFA, in UEFA, and football generally. That is very, very simple. You need to establish that one first. Now, by the time you have established that one, then you now go back to the incidents, the situation, what happened that made CAF took that decision. You know, I said it in that video, in my previous video when they played that final match. I said this thing that these guys are doing, it will eventually come back to them. Yes, fine. I won't lie. The referee did nonsense. He did absolute nonsense. But the moment you took law into your own hands, it simply means that you don't respect the game. That is what it means. You need to understand the game of football very well. As a player, as a coach, as technical director, anything, any position you have on the pitch, on that club, you need to understand it very well. Now, the referee did nonsense, quite right. He wasn't blowing very well for Senegal. It was, let's just be honest, it was obvious that it was as if the referee wanted Morocco to win. Yes, fine, we all saw it. Now the referee blew something that you don't want him to blow, or he blew something that we all knew that thing is not a penalty. Then all of a sudden, you that are the coach, that are supposed to be the head, you are supposed to be the head of the team, you now started calling your players that they should go inside, that you want to forfeit that match. If you are thinking, is he supposed to do that? Is he supposed to do that? You need to understand that whatever the referee says on the pitch of play is final. You have the right. To go to the board and tell them that this thing that happened was against you guys. And it's very unfortunate that it was Sadio Mane that had to call the players back to the pitch and tell them to come and play. And if you're not thinking, you're not reasoning about that one, you're not thinking about that one. Now, it has happened. The law says that if you leave the pitch more than 15 minutes without the referee saying that you should leave the pitch, it means that you have forfeited the match. That is what it means. Ordinarily, under normal circumstances, as they finish that match, CAF was supposed to at least give 2 or 3 days to investigate that matter and do what? And give Morocco the cup. Simple. It is very, very simple. What me I'm even angry for CAF is the fact that they had to wait months before they now carry out that investigation. And I think that is what is paining some people that have sense, not just some people that is thinking anyhow. Small time, you guys will now come out to say African football is not given the pedigree that it deserves. Now that incident, that thing that Senegal coach did, all those things that those Senegal players did, is it normal to football? What you did is you are simply saying that we do not respect CAF. We do not respect the competition. We do not respect anything that has to do with the competition. That is why you have to leave the pitch like that. And it is very, very wrong. It is very, very wrong. What I can only say, and I've said, is the fact that I expected this to happen, but I expected it to happen earlier. That is where CAF messed up. Now, what are you supposed to do as a Senegal, as a team? You have to appeal, which is what you have done. It is very, very simple. And now that you have appealed, you just wait and hope that you win the match. These are things that are very, very easy. See, there was a time that Fenerbahce was supposed to play against Galatasaray. I don't know what transpired between both of them. Fenerbahce did not show up. What did UEFA do? UEFA gave Galatasaray 3-0 in respect to Fenerbahce. In other words, Fenerbahce forfeited that match and they give Galatasaray 3-0. See, all these things are things that happen. They happen. We just need to respect the body. We need to respect the body. We need to respect Confederation African Football as the way you respect UEFA and FIFA. These are easy things. See, referees doing here nonsense here and there is not something of today. It has happened and it will always happen and it will never stop happening. Go and ask Chelsea, Barcelona. Go and ask Chelsea. Go and ask Chelsea, they will tell you what Barcelona did to them when they gave Drogba a red card. But guess what? They did not leave the pitch. They did not leave the pitch. So why are we shouting? Why are we ruining African football? Why are we ruining African football? You don't use sentiments to judge things. You don't use sentiment to judge things. You go back in time. You check everything that has happened. This is simple analysis. What they are supposed to do is what they have done, but they did it the wrong time. That is all. And Senegal has appealed. Let us see what is going to happen. That is very easy and simple.